Hello, this is Lance Links, and this is a quick tutorial on how to perform CCRP bombing using the Sukhoi Su-17M2 fighter bomber for Soviet Air Force in simulator battles mode. Now, first and foremost, how do you enable CCRP in the first place? Well, you need to designate the target. There are two ways you can do this: manually, or you can use a pre-designated bomb point. So I'm going to first show the pre-designated one. You open the multifunction menu by pressing Y, hit 6 for the cockpit, and then you have options 2, 3, and 6, which control the CCRP mode. Now you want to hit 6 for switch mission bombing target. It's going to show the predetermined ones. In this case, they're pretty easy to figure out which one is which. If I just open the map, I can tell there's a one on the far left, one in the middle left, one on the right, and one on the far right. And so if I cycle between these points, I can tell that that one is the furthest one to the left, that one is to the middle, to the right, and the far right. Now, obviously, this is only shown in third-person perspective, which you can only access when you're landed and on a standstill. When you're in the cockpit, the situation changes. It does not show as an overlay. However, if you switch your bomb sight to bomb mode, it will now show auto on the bottom left, and on the top left, it's going to show CCIP/RP. This is how you know in CCRP mode. And the bomb sight will show the selected target. You can see, if I go into third-person mode, it's the same target. So this is how you can tell which target you have selected when you're in first-person view. Now, the other way you can do this, let me just unselect it. You press deactivate target point to return to CCIP. And you will see sight mode bombs, it doesn't show auto anymore, and it's only CCIP, not /RP. The other way you can designate a target is by pointing your sight or crosshairs to a target, selecting activate target point, and then it will lock that target as your bombing point. Now let me deactivate it, and I'll show how to deliver the bombs once you've selected a target. So I'm going to start by selecting, let's say, the far left one. I'll take that one, and I'll continue when I'm up in the sky. Now, once you've selected your target, the delivery is the most important aspect of if the bombs will hit or not, that being the accuracy. Ideally, you want to have the center of the crosshair on the center of your screen, of your reflective glass here. That means that you will be aligned with the bomb target. Now, it's a little bit tricky because you don't have a reference, so you have to kind of eyeball it. Once you're approximately centered to it, all you need to do is hold the bomb drop button, and you'll see bomb release permission on the bottom left. This means that the bombs are just waiting to be in the correct parameters to drop, and they will be dropped automatically once you are within those parameters. So here I'm fairly certain I'm kind of aligned with the target. I just hold the button and keep flying to it. I don't really need to dive. I can pitch up or dive, but the most important aspect is keeping your wings straight and level and not yawing. I'm a little bit to the right, but I think the bombs will hit regardless. Bombs dropped automatically, and a little bit further than I wanted to because I fucked up on the delivery, but the bomb point is destroyed. So that's how you perform the CCRP bomb drop with automatic designation. Now, once you are done bombing, you have to deactivate the target point so you can designate another one. So you open the multifunction menu again with the Y button, select cockpit, and go to number 3, deactivate target point, and it will bring you back to CCIP mode with your normal CCIP bomb sight. Now let's suppose you want to manually designate a bomb point that is not pre-designated, or you just want more flexibility, which is what I prefer. Like, let's say we want to bomb the airfield, but it's not on the pre-designated target. So what I do is place the sight in cannon to ground target, because it keeps the crosshair fixed instead of bobbling around like the standard one does. I'm going to use keybinds for this instead. You can bind the controls in, well, controls. I have selected the target, I switch my bomb sight to bomb auto, and now I just fly straight into the airfield, a little bit pitching up because I don't want to get caught in the blast. hold down the bomb button. And the bombs have dropped automatically again. I'm just going to break off to the right. I don't want to be caught in the AA fire. And we can check to see if the bombs hit. It's a little bit of a long flight time because it was a little bit pitching up, so they will lob a bit. Alright, they did hit the airfield. Not where I wanted to, but close enough. Now I just want to show the things you can do with CCRP is how you can increase the range of the bombs just by being high and fast. So we're going to go and turn back into the previous point, which we had already designated, which is the airfield. Keep it centered a little bit more. And as we have it centered, just keep pressed down the bomb release button. Slow down a bit, because we can't drop when we're supersonic. Now just try to keep it stable. Bombs have dropped. Look at the distance I am. I'm pretty much one grid away from the airfield. Let's see if they reliably hit. Again, the most important aspect of the CCRP delivery is your alignment. If you're not aligned with the target, the bombs will not be as accurate. Also, keeping a stable bank and yaw, which means not rolling and not skidding, sliding side to side. There we go. The bombs hit the target. That's how you can increase the range of your bombs, by being at high altitude and level bombing, basically, without having to use CCIP mode and lose altitude and speed and putting yourself at risk of ground fire. Now let's say you want to perform a attack on a heavily defended target, which you can't go overfly and you can't get above. Let's say it has surface-to-air missile defenses or something of the sort. Now, what can you do? You can do what we call a toss bomb. What this does is basically launch your bombs in an arc trajectory so that you increase the range while keeping yourself in a more protected altitude. Let's see. All we have to do is hold down the bomb release button again and pitch up. And the bombs have released. Now let's assume that that base was heavily defended. I could have just broken off. I didn't need to go over here, but this is just to show that the bombs have been delivered successfully using the CCRP lob bomb method. And I think this about covers the more useful techniques for the CCRP bombing mode. And I hope it has been helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.